what's going on? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having an awesome week right now. And sorry about being a little bit later. I had a couple errands to run that took a little longer than I anticipated and just had to kind of get things prepared for this. But we're here now and we're doing it still on Wednesday because Wednesday is my favorite day to do this stuff because it helps break up the week, right? You know, everybody's got something going on and it's nice to be able to kick back, relax, hang out with me for a little bit, and we can help you move some things forward and give you a little value, and hopefully it maybe it'll spark some things to keep you going on. So for those of you that are coming on here brand new and you don't know who I am, maybe you're new on my friends list, maybe you're new to our page, whatever the case may be. And yes, I stream this both to my profile and our business page at the same time. So wherever you're coming from, my name is Josh. My wife and I are digital marketers, network marketers. We've been in the marketing world for a number of years now. And actually thinking back, I started my first network marketing venture back in 2005. Now, we're not one of these wildly successful millionaires or anything like that, but there's a lot of skills that we've got and a lot of stuff that I've put some time in for the digital marketing side of things and just marketing in general. Been through a number of sales jobs. I've done everything from selling cars to vacuums, selling meat door to door. I've sold health insurance. You pretty much, if it can be sold, I've probably done it. But anyways, that's a little bit about me. If you're coming in on live, go ahead and throw down a hashtag live. If you're on the replay, throw on the replay. If you're watching this on the YouTube, let's definitely see if you can get a subscribe there because, I want to be able to reach as many people as possible, not because I want to, be one of these guys that has millions of viewers. I mean, sure, that'd be great. My goal is I want to help the individual people that need the help, right? The people that are looking for something new that they can do with their business, or maybe they just need some inspiration and motivation to move them forward. And so that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to be doing today. And we do this every Wednesday as best to our ability. There's probably going to be a couple times here and there that I might not be able to, like in next month in June, or actually early July. So in a month and a half, there's going to be a day where I will literally be driving. So I don't know. I might convince my wife. I don't want to say trick my wife, trick Katie into to holding the phone and put it on me, or I'll put it on my mount or something like that and talk while I'm driving or something. But I don't want to sit there and distract myself while I'm driving. So we'll see how that goes. But that's not for a while yet. So for today, what we are going to do is we are going to take a look at how to find the perfect product. Now, when I talk about product, this can be a number of things. And I didn't want to specify what kind of product because this is going to go into detail in terms of what it means to find the perfect product. And when I talk about the perfect product, this isn't the perfect product in general. This is the perfect product for you. This is something that you are going to be looking for and something that's important for you to really think about of how you want to go about it. And just while we're going through this live today, just keep in mind of what you're looking for in a product, and then think about how you would incorporate that into your business or into your offer or whatever the case may be. So why are we talking about the perfect product? Well, if you've been following along, and as you probably already know, there is a series that I've been working on called the 7 Steps to Freedom. And this comes from a good friend of mine, someone who I've been around for a number of months here and who has inspired me to be just a better person overall. His name is Nick, and he put together this program that I'll talk about a little bit later. But this program talks about the 7 steps to basically put together your freedom plan. And I wanted to put this out here as a way just to give you a little bit of information, things to help you move forward, and give you an opportunity to maybe see that 7-step plan, in more depth later on. But the big thing for now is I wanted to make sure that you have the ability to understand why these principles are important in little short segments. And then if you want more, you have that ability later. So when we're talking about the perfect product, where this falls in line, and I've kind of done these a little out of order from what Nick does, and I did this strategically, and I'll tell you why, is we first talked about your perfect prospect. Now, that's always number one. You got to understand your prospect. But here's the thing is we could have talked about the formula first. We could have talked about other things first. Heck, we could have talked about the product first. But in my opinion, the product doesn't matter unless you understand who it is that you're trying to help, because you could have a great product. You could have a great system set up, but if you don't know who you're going to help, that's what you need to work on right away. So the big thing here is we talked about the prospect, we talked about the formula, we talked about the pages, and now we're talking about, well, what do you do, right? What is the product that you're going to sell or promote or give away? If you're giving away something for free, you still got to have something, right? You can't just say, opt into my funnel and get nothing. I mean, that'd just be absurd. But so what we're going to talk about here is if you've got your pages built, we talked about last week about having an affiliate type business, but this can go for anything. And a lot of questions that came up, especially after the last video, I got some personal questions where people asked, do I have to use an affiliate-based product with this system? And the answer is no. You don't have to do anything like that. You don't even have to have a physical product. I mean, you look at a lot of people online right now, and they're selling ebooks and digital courses and all those kinds of things just right through the same process that we talked about. So that begs the question of, if we're going to talk about getting the perfect product, how does that come about, right? What is the perfect product? Well, the perfect product, and based on what I've learned over the years and also my own personal opinion on this, is that the perfect product is what's perfect for your audience. So it's not what's perfect for you, it's what's perfect for your audience, because your whole goal should be to solve a problem that the audience has, that your perfect prospect has. So let's take, for example, if you're going to help people with weight loss, would you sell them a recipe to make the biggest, juiciest burgers in the world? Probably not. You'd probably want to sell them some sort of recipe book that goes through about, like, health conscious recipes, maybe low carb or keto or things like that. Or maybe, you're not going to sell them a product that's like a bicycle if you're trying to do weight loss. You're going to, maybe you could, but more likely you're going to sell some sort of workout equipment or supplements or shakes or whatever the case may be. You got to realize that the product is not based on what you like, but what your audience likes. Now, in some instances, like network marketing companies or affiliate companies, is you get affiliated with someone, they give you a product to sell, and then you have to go market that product. That's totally fine. Then you got to figure out your perfect prospect based on that product. So you kind of do things a little bit differently. But what we're talking about here is putting yourself in a situation where you understand who it is you want to help. What kind of niche do you want to provide support to? What is it that you actually want to do? And then from there, what you have to do is figure out how you're going to get your message out to these people and what you're going to provide to them. And so when you're looking for the perfect product, if you don't already have a product, then you got to start looking at, number one is your perfect prospect, and then also your values. So a good example is when I sold meat door to door. And it was a good gig. I made a good amount of money. I got to travel a bunch of states around here. So I'm from North Dakota. I traveled North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota. I went up to Winnipeg for one of my little stints of doing some sales. It was kind of cool too, because since it was a weird situation, but I had my passport, but they had like this weird agreement with that you could go just to Winnipeg and back, and it was a business thing or whatever. I forget what it was. It was like 17 years ago or something like that. So 16 years ago. So I don't really understand how they did that back then, and who knows. But the crazy thing about this is that when I was selling meat door to door, I didn't care about the product. I mean, I like meat. I like eating steak and chicken and pork and fish and all that stuff. But I didn't really care about the product. What I cared about was the end result of the product, which for me was making money. So when I was going door to door trying to make sales at the ripe age of 19 years old and trying to make money doing this, the biggest thing that I had happen was that I would get rejected a lot because I wasn't talking about the benefits of the meat from a personal standpoint or how it could help these people. I was talking about the benefits of the meat from, well, the sales cards, right? So I was taught how to sell and I went out and sold. And I made enough money that it was worth it, but it wasn't something that was aligning with my values. It wasn't something that was aligning with the things that I really cared deeply for. So what happened is eventually I got burnt out. And also the company decided to dismantle their local office and all these things. And they were changing the pay structure all the time. And it was just not consistent and it was hard to keep up with everything. But the biggest thing is that I just got burnt out. And I got burnt out because I wasn't passionate about it. Now, let's fast forward. I'm now selling food products again. I've got a line of things that I provide. Now, this is more of an offline sense. And so in our offline business, we have health-based products, shakes and snacks and meal bars and things like that. And the great thing about it is that I actually believe in those products. I know the kind of impact that can make on someone's life because it's made that impact on my life. So when I'm thinking about what it takes to be able to live a better life on these products, I believe in them. They align with my values. I'm trying to get fit. I'm trying to be healthier. I want my family to be healthy. So I'm going to be more passionate about selling something like that versus something that I don't really care about, that I'm just trying to make money. So when you think about, excuse me, when you think about a product that you have or a product that, that you are trying to promote, is it the perfect product for you? It may not be. But if it is, then one of the things that you can actually do is you can align that with your prospect and say, okay, I'm trying to do health related stuff, and that's our offline stuff. So that group of people is going to be niche to health and wellness. However, for digital marketing, I'm really not going to be promoting like the people I help, like you with digital marketing. I'm not going to promote shakes and bars and stuff like that. If you want to know about it, I'm more than happy to provide information, but I'm not going to actively promote that because I know that that's not going to help you in your digital marketing business. So when it comes to the digital marketing side of things, where I'm certified in digital marketing automation and email marketing through GetResponse. I do have a lot of experience with funnel building and with copywriting and things like that. So it would make more sense for me to have a separate niche for my online business to help people with those things and help solve those problems. So for me, I have two different types of perfect products for my perfect customer, my perfect prospect. For you, if you have a product already, then figure out who that's perfect for. But if you don't, this is where it gets interesting, is how do you find that perfect product for your prospect? So kind of deconstruct this a little bit and look into who it is that you're helping and what is it that you think could be a solution to their problem, right? So if you're looking at someone who's doing online marketing, what kind of marketing are they doing? Are they doing social media marketing? Are they doing content marketing? Are they doing, paid advertising? Are they doing email marketing? What is it that they're doing? And how can you incorporate a product that makes their life better and easier and helps them kind of de-stress and whatever the case may be, and just really gives them the opportunity to solve whatever problem they're having. Okay. So let's take that and let's expand on that. So let's say you've got somebody, with that's doing email marketing and they have a hard time building their list. Okay. So is there a product out there that you could probably either find or put together that can help them build their list? Well, absolutely. There's tons of them. I mean, I'm running traffic to one right now that helps people build their list. Like, that's the thing, is that's what I do for people, is I help them find those ways. But is that the problem that they need solved? Maybe that's different for other people. So you look at that and go, what can you do? Is it better to do an affiliate-based program, or is it better to create your own? What kind of experience do you have? What are your values and what do you want out of your own business? And how can you incorporate that for others? So one of the things that I think is really important is understanding that fact and understanding where you're going to take that and how you're going to incorporate that into helping those people, because you want to stay congruent, right? You want to make sure that that product is going to continue to serve that group of people over and over and over again, that it's not just going to be a one and done. And then all of a sudden you've talked to as many people as you possibly could, and now your product is stale. Now, I know in the online world, it can be hard for that to happen, but it does happen. And that's where, your perfect product, you want it to be also evergreen. You want it to be something that there's always going to be a demand for it. There's always going to be somebody out there that needs that type of content, that needs that type of solution. So a coaching program for people who are in online marketing might be a better way to go. And your lead magnet could be like an email marketing course. And then that leads into a coaching program where you can coach people on how to be a better email marketer, or how to, be a better copywriter for their emails. Or maybe you do a well-rounded thing where you're teaching people how to set up an autoresponder and build a funnel and do all these things and make it a full-fledged business, kind of like what I do. So I know we've gone through a lot, and I know that this is probably a lot of information to consume, but I want to recap a couple things here, because sometimes you can get these things lost in translation. So we're talking about how to find your perfect product. Well, number one, you need to understand your perfect prospect, your perfect customer. And then number two, you need to look at what you already have, and does that serve that group? If you don't have anything, then you have to decide, are you willing to put the time and energy into creating your own product, like being a coaching program or a course or whatever the case may be? Or is it better for you, for time and for energy and for your motivation and things like that, for you to go find an affiliate product that you can promote that does exactly what you want to help people with, but you don't have to actually create the product? In this situation, that's not an answer I can give you, because that's a personal preference. For me, I opted for right now, doing an affiliate-based product, because I know that I still work a full-time job. I still have a wife and kids to spend time with. I still have all these things I need to do, but I just need to make sure that I can do those things, and I'm not spending every waking moment, trying to build a business and forgetting about my family and forgetting about my life. So that's something where I opted for an affiliate-based product. The physical products that we sell we're direct sellers. So, somebody else creates the product and we sell it out. And so there's those types of options out there for you. But if you got the time, the energy, and the motivation to build your own course, I bet you that you could actually serve at a much deeper level. And eventually that's where I'd like to go. But for you, you could serve at a much deeper level and be more connected to your prospects. And that might be a better option for you. It's just going to come down to what is your values at this point in time, and is it going along with your values by creating your own product versus promoting somebody else's. So everybody's always asked, like, well, where do I find these products? Where are they hiding? Well, there's sites out there like ClickBank and Warrior Plus and JVZoo and all these other places where you can go get that information. I'm going to make it easy for you here, is that if you are in the digital marketing, online marketing, home business type niche, and you're trying to help people live a better life and get free from their jobs by actually providing them an opportunity to build a business that can help them bring in extra income, or even eventually replace their income, then we should probably have a chat. Because one of the things that I do, and there's a company called the Home Business Academy. These guys that created this thing, Paul and Mike, they have been around the world when it comes to opportunities. They've been in network marketing. They've done affiliate marketing. They've done courses. Now they've got their own home business academy that does it's everything. It's got affiliate side of it. It's got an actual business opportunity side. There's some financial help in there. I mean, they're not financial advisors by any means, but they've got some advice from actual financial advisors and other people in there that have given some good advice, like investment advice and things like that. Just things to think about. And the great thing about this is they've gone through all of the hard things that most anybody in this industry is either has or is going to go through. I know for me, I've gone through a lot of those things. And what's funny is now that I'm part of this company, one of the things that they talk about in their stories about compensation plans being changed and things like that, that's happening right now to our offline business and to the things that we do with our direct selling business. And it's a little challenging, and we're trying to figure out how we can wrap our minds around that. But here's the thing: is these guys have been through that, and they know what it feels like. They know that pain, and they know what they want to do to prevent that. And so they've created an opportunity that allows them to provide this service to other people. And then now we, as part of that opportunity, can also help other people do the same thing. So the easiest way into this program and to really understand the fundamental principles of what it means to have these 7 steps to freedom implemented and what that can do for you is to go right here to 9to5freedomsecret.com, this link right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at that book there. There's a book called The Escape Plan. Now, I talked about my friend Nick. Nick actually wrote this book. It's about 180 pages. It took me a couple days to read, a couple evenings. And what it does is it goes through the foundation of those 7 steps. Now, they're not laid out in 7 steps, but basically, I mean, it's pretty concise. And it talks about the why behind doing these things. And the reason why I'm suggesting this is because this has completely changed the game for me, where I'm no longer stressed out of where the next sale is going to come from. I know how to get the next sale. This program has literally shown me exactly how I need to go get sales. And so what I'm working on is I'm building a residual passive based income where, while all these other people are talking about high ticket sales and all this stuff, I have the ability to now create a legacy for the future with these residual based products where every month I'm getting paid on the work that I've done today. So I do this work today. I'm running traffic right now. I've got things rolling. And as these sales come through, then those people are going to continue to be part of the program month after month because of the value that's in the program. And why this is important is because this can help you figure out all these perfect steps, right? The 7 steps to freedom. It literally lays all that out for you and then gives you the materials on how to do it. There's none of this going around and trying to find out what works best. They've already figured that out. You don't have to go find your own funnel builder. They've already got that. You don't have to go find your own coaching program. That's already there. You don't have to go find a financial literacy program so you can understand how to handle your money. That's there too. All of these things that people are searching for, Paul and Mike and Nick have put that all together in one nice little package, wrapped in a bow and ready for you to actually use that. Now, I'm not going to say that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, because I will tell you that there's other programs out there that are going to tell you the exact same things. But I will say that I've been around the block when it comes to different coaching programs and mentorship programs and, funnel builder programs and all these different things. And the number one thing that they always lack, is the right people. It really does make a difference to have the right people involved in whatever opportunity that you're in. And this place, the Home Business Academy, getting in through the Freedom Launchpad, 9 to 5 Freedom Secret, this place has really shown me what it means to be heart-centered in your business, to really care about the well-being of the people that you're helping. And that's what I'm going to do for you here is those of you that actually go through this, you go through the book, you get the training, you actually get into the program. I'm actually mentoring these people one-on-one. These are people that have gone through and they're using the program to the best of their ability. And they have me to call on and say, hey, I need some help. I was actually just talking to one of them today. Say, hey, I need some help. I've got this going on. And we hop on a call and we work through it. None of this trying to find out all the information in a group. Yes, I have a group to help people, but it's only there as a bonus, right? But I actually will get on a call and help you get this all set up and get your business running and get you towards making sales and utilizing the training that's in there. So don't hesitate. I mean, if it's something that you're looking for, it's right here. You can just go to that link right there. Sorry, you won't be able to click on it right from the video, but check down below. I'm going to have it down below, and you can click on it from there. Check it out, see what it does for you. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to make sure that you can be successful. You know, I've expanded my horizons by doing these things, and I know you can too. So again, my name is Josh. I appreciate you being here with me. I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for believing in me on my journey. And we will be back next week with the next topic, which I'm not going to give it away, but I think it's going to be one of the most important ones, and it's one of my favorites. So have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.